Welcome, welcome everybody. You've made it to day 20 in Shoctober. This is our second to last day for our Shoctober challenge month, and we are going to be hitting a HIIT session today, high intensity interval training. You'll need a box. If you do not do box jumps or box walks, you can do jump squats or rapid squats on the ground. The goal with the box is going to be to get our heart rate up, so I'm going to keep mine lower today so that I can kind of hit my jumps a little bit faster. I have a 12 kilogram kettlebell and an 8 kilogram kettlebell. We're going to be doing single side overhead stuff. So we're going to be doing a Turkish get up, and we're going to be doing a pyramid hinge and a halo. I'll give you some alternates along the way. Let's go ahead and get some warm up going. So go ahead and take your feet just a little bit wider than your hips. Engage the core and then reach one arm up and over and then the other. Reach, reach, reach. Grab your core nice and strong. We're going to be putting those arms up overhead, as I said. So we're going to get those arms ready to go, making sure to relax in the neck, having space between the ear and shoulder, and then flexing through the back, packing there for support of what's going on in the shoulder joints. All right, bend over those legs. Plant your hands if you can. Grab the core again, slide those shoulder blades down, bend your right knee, and then your left, right knee and left. Lock in deep. Just feel the body. Get those hamstrings loosened up. And then we're going to go ahead and shift all the way into our spider lunge. So drag your body over to one side. You can go as low as you would like. So if you don't want to go super low, that's fine. And then over to the other side. And then back to that first side. And then our second side. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and take our feet back. We're going to hit up a downward facing dog. Drive your hips up and back just as we always do. If you need a little bit of time to get those hamstrings fully straightened, then go ahead and bend both knees. Drop your chest back toward your thighs. So one of the most important things about a down dog is getting your chest back toward your thighs. So bend your knees if you need to. Slide those shoulder blades down again. For whatever reason, we like to let our shoulders compress up into the ears. So remind your shoulder blades that they can relax, fall down the back. When you push your shoulder blades down the back, then you get more back flexion. Bring your right leg forward. Twist your right arm up. We're going to twist here. This is going to help us prepare for our Turkish get up and our pyramid hinge. Take that leg back. Bring your left leg forward and rotate up. So we'll get into the arms a little bit through some of our weighted sets and definitely the core. All right. But go ahead and join me quickly on your hands and knees. And we're going to get one little bird dog going first. So grab tight through the core, engage, engage. Feel the body root into the ground. Hands root into the ground, knees root into the ground. You are in full flexion here. Extend your opposite arm and leg, and then tuck your knee and elbow together. We're going to go 5 per side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So we're going to start off with 10 box jumps. As I said, if you don't jump, you can run up the box and run down, step up and down, do jump squats or just rapid squats. From there, we are going to go into our Turkish get up. Let's run it through really quick without weight. Lie on your back. You can do this without weight, or I'll have you switch into a dead bug. So if you're not going to be doing the Turkish get up, you can do a dead bug. Your right arm is going to hold the weight. Your right knee is going to be bent. Tuck your chin, scoop up, lots of core flexion. You're going to plant your left hand, drive your butt up off the ground, tuck your right knee under, lift up nice and high. Make sure that core is constantly staying strong. Swing your leg around and step. Then you go through all the sequence to go back down. We're going to hit 3 per side. We're going to do another set of our box jumps. And then we have a pyramid hinge. If you don't put weight overhead, then I would like for you to do this without weight, or you can hold your weight in the bottom hand. So you want to have your arms stacked, left leg will be forward, right heel lines up with your left heel, and your foot's at a slight angle. You have to rotate in your upper back, slide down that thigh, and come back. Depending on your flexibility, you may only get to here. That's okay. We're using core, flexion, lats, glutes to get everything up. Back to our box jumps, and then a halo. We'll take our heavier bell. We're only going around 3 times one way, 3 times the other. Super good for your upper back, your shoulders, and still holding flexion through the core. If you don't go up overhead, you can do just a funky little around the waist set. It's still good for your core and arms. You can circle one direction and then the other. You have to get that hand-eye coordination without seeing it. Okay, so we're going to start with our box jumps, going straight into it. If you're not ready, go ahead and just stay on the ground with your regular box jumps. Here we go. For 10. Awesome. Okay, to that Turkish get up. I'm going to use my 8 kilogram for that one. Rack your bell on the wrist, tuck your wrist in so you have a nice strong neutral wrist. Right leg is bent. You're going to sit up, push your hips up, drive your right leg under, make sure the hips stay high, close your right leg, step up, step back, open the right leg, plant your left hand, bring your left leg through, take a seat, roll down. I knew this box was going to be in the way. All right, tuck up, push your hips, drive under, swing that leg around, step. There's 2. Lock in through the core. This is all about your core, your upper back. You're getting your joints through big ranges of motion that they should be capable of under load, if you're choosing to go loaded. All right, set your weight down. We're going to go to the other side. We don't do these a ton, but I definitely try to keep them in the rotation. They're good for the body. Longevity, getting up off the ground under load. Okay, left arm holds the weight. Left knee is bent. Tuck and scoop. Focus your core. Grab that knee to pull under. Left leg forward. Step up. Right leg goes back. Left leg open. Plant your right hand. Lift up. Bring your right leg under. Then lower onto your hips and down. Set 2, or rep 2, I guess. Drive the hips up. Bring that right leg under. Sit up. Left knee to the front. Right leg steps. Left leg open. Make sure that you keep your hips up until that knee is planted or your foot is planted, right? So that's where I see a lot of people fall apart, is they kind of slide the leg under without using the core to lift, and then slide it through and roll down. Perfect. There's 3. Get rid of your bell. We're back to our box jumps. 10 here. All right. Now we're going to take on our heavier bell. We'll go ahead and start with our right arm, holding the weight. We're going to hit that pyramid hinge. Remember, you can hold the weight in the bottom leg or bottom arm if you'd like. Line your heels up, flex the core, face straight forward first, rotate, flex, flex, and then come back up. Rotate, nice flexibility, stability. Control with the core. Stack up those arms. There's 3. Other side. Only 3. We can go a little heavier, and we don't have quite as long before we have to get that high intensity up again. So remember, the goal is to get that drive, popping your heart rate up, feeling the intensity, jumping on that box. And then we get just a couple weighted sets. All right, here we go. 10 more. All right. Last one is our halo, and then we get to start our set back over at the top. All right, grab your weight. It's all about getting super solid, flexed stack. Bring your elbows up and around. 2, 3, flexion in the core and the back, not the neck. And 3. All right, back to that box. Woo! Got to get that rhythm going. Okay, back into our Turkish get up. Let's start on our left side. You can also just take off whatever piece of the get up doesn't work for you. So if your left arm is up, your left leg is bent, crunch in, lift, tuck that knee under, sit tall, bring your left leg around, step forward, step back, open the leg, drop the hand, slide under, and then lower down. Check in with each piece. One more. Drive your hips, tuck it under, lift, step. Feel that back engage, the core hold steady, elbow, and roll down. All right, back to the right. Punch that arm straight up. Keep that wrist strong and stable. Here we go. If you can, keep your eye on the bell. That's kind of the ultimate goal. I do much better on the right side since I'm stronger and a little more aware of my right side body than I am on the left. But that's kind of next level. Tuck your knee under, lift. Leg comes forward, step. One more. And lower down. All right. Hooray for box jumps. Whew. Lock the core, load the muscle so you're not putting impact on your joints. pyramid hinge. Start on that left side. Woo, feels heavy. But when it's heavy, you're forced to have to use the right stability muscles in the back, the legs, and the core. You have to keep that straightened, extended arm straight as you rotate down, right? So that you're not putting pressure on your neck or shoulder. So you have to find that rotation. So stay light and flexed and aware. Ooh. 3. All right. Back to our jumps. All right. Back to our halos. Lock the core. Feel that grounding. If you've been doing yoga with us, you know what that Tadasana mountain pose feels like. 3. Looking good. 1, 2, 3. All right. Back to your box jumps. All right. There was the start of our third set. We're charging, doing awesome. We're going to go back to the right side for our first side. Right arm up, right leg bent. Tuck your chin, focus the core. Drive the hips, tuck the left knee under. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your leg around and stand. Step back, open the leg, plant your hand, slide under, and lower. Even though this may feel slow and awkward and a lot of pieces to keep track of, if you can manage a Turkish get up, you're really starting to develop your stabilizer system. And this is one of those exercises that takes you further than just your external physique and performance goals, right? Taking us deeper inside, focus, control, remembering all the different pieces. It's a mental workout also. As I said, they've actually even linked this to better aging. If you can stay up with these, get to where you can make them happen and keep them going, you're going to age a little better, keep those joints a little more open, flexible, mobile, and strong. As I said, those stability muscles. Step your right leg back, left knee opens, plant your right hand, slide the leg under, and lower. 1 more. Tuck it in. push it up, slide the leg, bring your knee, step, lock that core. Watching the pelvis, making sure to not lose the neutral place of your pelvis. Oof. All right, you know what's coming? I'm starting to get a little sweaty. It's good. All right. Take your hands behind your back. Just a quick second. Got a lot of overhead stuff. Check in. Pyramid hinge. Back to that left side. This way. Right leg forward. Left leg back. Each round getting a little tougher. Find a spot to focus on as you open out, slide down, back up, face forward. 3. Oh, I'm just counting. There we go. Focus. Forget to count when I really start checking in with the body, where I'm flexing, what I'm feeling. Ooh. There's one. Push your hips back. Flex into the thighs. Stack up those arms. 3. Oh. Here we go. All right. Halos. Back. Lock and load the core. 2, 3, and then around. One more time. 1, 2, and 3. All right. We have a little bit of time left, so let's see how far we can get. Maybe we'll go 1, get up each side, and I think we can get everything else from there. Those get-ups are definitely what take the longest. Almost went all the way over on that one. Woo. All right. Here we go, team. Grab the weight if you're using it. Get everything set up. We'll just hit up 1 per side. Tuck, lift, drive the hips, tuck the knee, all the way to stand. Legs strong, glutes strong, core strong, back, shoulder, and wrist. Other side. Left leg bent, right leg straight. Tuck. Push those hips up. You're sitting super tall. Keep the hips up as you drive the knee under. Step. Lunge back. Open the leg. Plant the hand. Slide the hip under and down. All right. Back to our jumps. Pyramid hinge. If your right arm's up, left leg forward. Oops. Doing my little bell. Stay here. It's like, why does this feel like it's going to be easier? Here we go. Flex, flex, connect, connect. Other side. Open the chest so that it's perpendicular to the ground. You're hinging from that front hip crease. Feel the flexibility in your legs and the mobility in your back and hips. Here we go. 10 more jumps. This is our last set of 10. Whew. All right. Halos. Super easy. But we can make it tough, right? Feel the core engage. Feel the back flex. 3. You're keeping everything as still as possible, except for those shoulder blades. And of course, the arms. 3. Awesome. 4 rounds. Nice job. Okay, go to your downward facing dog. Drop your heels toward the ground. Lift your right heel up, let your knee bend. Drop your left heel further toward the ground. And then we're going to switch. Right heel drops, left heel lifts. And then we're going to bring that leg forward into our pigeon. So bring your left knee up. See if you can grab the left foot onto the right side of the mat. And then we're going to face our pelvis to the ground. Just slowly inch your back knee back. Okay, then release that back foot. That foot should be straight back from your hip. And then from here, you can kind of decide what you want to do. Plant into the hands, twist a little bit to the left. Oh, that feels so good. Twist a little to the right. And then maybe come all the way down onto your elbows. And then let's just settle into our stretch. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Let your breath exhale all the way. And then inhale all the way. Take an extra little inhale at the top and then exhale. 2 more like that. Part of our October challenge, walk your back knee in, and we're going to grab our quad. Part of our October challenge has been focused breath work, 2 to 5 minutes per day. And we were talking about that yesterday. How many crazy, crazy benefits are as a result of focused breath work. You don't have to do it very, very long to reap some crazy benefits. It's free, doesn't take up much space. You don't need any equipment. However, it seems our most valuable commodity and asset these days is time. Back to your downward facing dog. Shift forward and bring your right foot to the left side of the mat. But if you can find 2 to 5 minutes, I promise you can. Pretty sure we all spend at least that much time searching something on the internet that we don't need to, on a social media site, or, let's see, what else? Worrying about something that doesn't matter. But if we can give those minutes to some focused breath, you'll have better quality of life. You'll sleep better. You'll be less stressed. Your cortisol levels will be better. You'll find yourself thinking a little bit more clear, being a little bit more patient, making better decisions. I think it's well worth those 2 minutes for all of that kickback. They've also associated it, just like the Turkish get up, with longevity. All right, bring that back knee in. We're going to get our quad. So grab your foot, push your foot into the hand into the foot. And then release. Okay, let's go into our yogi squat. Drop those hips. See if you can drive your elbows into the knees. Take a couple deep breaths here. We'll get our hamstrings, and then we're going to call it a day. Okay, plant your hands if you can. Push your hips up. If you can grab your quads, so pulling your kneecaps up towards your hips, you'll actually get a little bit more space for your hamstrings to stretch. So if you can somehow flex your antagonist muscle of what you're stretching, you'll get a little better stretch, further stretch. All right, everybody, fantastic job. Way to wrap it up, and I'll see you very soon for our last day of the series.